How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. In this series, I break down legend bases according to the Fireball Super Witch army, sharing with you guys how I think and my priorities, what I capitalize during the attack. So, today I only did 310 and ended up failing one attack at 94%. If I had to remember that in this attack, my healers got baited and they all died at the beginning of the attack only. I will share this failed attack at the end of the video, explaining what could happen if the healers were alive. And so, without any delay, let's just dive into the replays. So, let's just start with the first attack of the day, which is this base. So, the fireball value at the builder hut near the CC is great. Always remember that taking down the CC is the most first priority. So I will be taking down the CC in this attack. So we will be fireballing the builder hut, invis on the monolith, multi and the air defense, getting the CC monolith and the multi archer tower, then waiting for the warden to take the funnel. Always remember, take the side where you can see that there is no second layer threat for your healers. uh, if I had to tell that why did I choose the right side, I will be starting my attack from the right side of the base. If I had to tell that why had I had choose the right side, because in the left side you can see that there is a second layer air defense which would damage my healers a lot, and this was the only factor that I chose the right side instead of the left side. So now with the attack, delayed balloons and a delayed king, which is always crucial, raging the queen to set up the funnel very fast, and the queen needs some help. I often use one raid spell for the queen and the flank troops because the flank is the most important thing in Super Witch army. The king is leading in front because we need our king to do the sacrifice and make the phoenix alive so that it could trigger potential red bomb farms. The king's ability is gone and the base is over. As you can see that I still have my RC left with me and spells. Unfortunately my healers died, but it is not a problem because base is not left to make it a problem. So freezing the backend and using the RC from the other side because I am using rocket spear and the shield. If I'd be using electro boots and hawk puppet, then I would be sending my RC with the troops to give her tanking. Since I am using rocket spear, she doesn't need any tank. So the next attack of the day is on a rich guy once again. This rich guy is having fireball value on the fire spitters. I will go for the bottom fire spitter according to my convenience. You can do on whatever fire spitter you want. We'll be spreading the earthquake spells to acknowledge the whole value of the fireball on the affected buildings. As you can see, I have dropped one earthquake on the bottom side, little bit bottom, so that I can get the multi archer tower. We'll be taking the path to the left because there is no second layer threat for my healers, which my warden cannot reach. Always think like that before taking the pathing. Here I'll be taking the sweeper, which can affect my healers pathing and pushing the healers back and my army dying. So helping the healers by taking the giant arrow on the sweeper facing this direction of the path, jumping the king into the core, delaying the balloons as balloons are there for potential black mines at the beginning of the attacks, freezing the monolith to keep my king alive a little bit more because I need my king to take the jump, and then I want my king's ability to go down, and the phoenix is alive and searching for potential red bomb farms, but no red bomb farm found till now. As you can see, there is no base left till now, and my spells are also left with me, and the RC is still not deployed. I may be thinking of deploying my RC from the bottom side because we need to clear the backend. And yes, I dropped the RC from the backend, and the base is pretty much over. So the third base is an anti-fireball base, but yet I can find a sufficient value as we fireball on sufficient value but great pathing. It is a double rage star base. Always take one of them, and I will be fireballing on the scatter shot, taking the opponent queen with the fire spitter. Fireballing on the scatter shot, the opponent queen is down, and I would be investing one more earthquake. I thought one earthquake is enough, but no. So now waiting for my warden to cut out the funnel. Always do from the back end, do the attack from the back end because it feels good. Doing it from the back end feels good, and so yeah, whatever you think. And waiting for my warden to cut out the funnel, we will be pushing the troops inside the multi inferno compartment because there is a wall opening. The queen and the siege barracks with the raid spell, maybe to make the funnel properly, and a quick funnel, giving the queen a tank with the two druids. The ice golem eh, popped very fast, giving the raid spell for my flank troops, waiting, delaying the king so that my king goes inside and into the core, wall breaking my flank troops, and the king is going inside as expected, but my two super witches gone to the flank, so I'll be wall breaking on the flank, so and connecting the flank troops with the core so that my two super witches come back. And if the super witches won't come back, still it is a triple because the base is not left anymore to handle. The opponent witches is making some trouble, but it won't affect, and the base is pretty much over. I still have my RC yet to deploy always, and two spells if needed. The witches are immortal because my healers are immortal. As long as you keep your healers alive, your army stays alive, and the base goes to hell. And the base goes to hell or heaven, whatever you want the base to go, freezing the backend just to make sure I can flex my RC, and the base is over. So the next base is this one again, a anti-fireball base because there is no stacked up value. So according to the guide I have shared, always fireball on the building which gives you sufficient value and a great pathing. For me, I can see that fireballing on the scatter will give me great pathing yet sufficient value. So we'll be fireballing on the scatter shot, then taking the town hall compartment as my entry, fireballing on the scatter shot, and taking the great value which is provided, easy and free value, dropping my super witches and entering from the town hall compartment because it is the most easiest and fire spitter negligible bay entry, which can make this base very easy. Getting the queen on the 3 o'clock side and with the siege barrack with a raid spell, maybe to support and create a great funnel, yes, and wall breaking into the town hall compartment with the king to support and the headhunter, raging my super witches when needed. I don't know why the hell the fire spitter is spitting on my super witches. Bro, the range is so wide. I can't think. So the balloons triggered some potential red bombs at the entry, and the king is going into the core. I want my king to die and sacrifice himself, so I am not investing any free spell on the multi-gear tower. I need my king to go down, but he is not going down. I don't know why he doesn't even go to the gym. Yes, definitely he is going down, and I am getting the phoenix alive with the spiky ball jumping off and taking the profit of the fire of the spiky ball. I am using my rocket spear and the shield on the back end, which makes it very easy to for the royal champion to clear. Seeing my queen as she was dying, but she is very close to my heart, so I am keeping her alive and making her immortal at 0 HP. Oh my lord, the queen is staying alive, and the base is still going to be a 3 star if my queen was dead with a swag rate spell, because why not? Swagging is important, and the base is over. So the next base which I'm finding is this one. So I'm getting the fireball value on the ricochet cannon with the two ricochet cannons and the CC, because the CC is very annoying in this meta. So I am getting the CC out of my way and fireballing on the ricochet cannon, which is giving me both of the ricochet cannon and the second layer threat, which would be for me is the air defense, which I am taking down with the fireball. And I am now, as I had said, always take the path where there is no second layer threat, and my entry would be in the queen compartment with the ice golem to tank and the queen's giant arrow to take the sweeper, but I missed it unfortunately. But still, the base doesn't have a chance, and the first balloon takes the seeking airman on the face, and the potential red bomb farm is found. Oh my lord, by the heavens, and the lord is always supporting me, and the balloon is taking down to the face all the red bombs which were there potentially, and the tornado is also found. The king is dancing, and I want my king to die, but why he is becoming immortal, I don't know why. The opponent king is killing my Pekkas, but it doesn't matter. The king is finally dying, and the phoenix is getting alive. But the phoenix job is done by the balloon at the beginning, at the very beginning. So there is no fear for my healers to die in the core. I still have one raid spell and a freeze spell left in my bag, waiting for my RC to deploy, and I will be deploying from the right side, raging the core because the minion prince is very deadly if not considered seriously. He takes it on his ego, and a man's ego is very dangerous. So I won't hurt it. I will just give respect by using the raid spell, and the base is gone, and cleanup is still left. I'll be just fast forwarding the rest of the attack, because there is nothing left. So the next base for my is this annoying eye irritating base, which the opponent thinks that he can beat me and give stress to my eyes, but I will give stress to him by 3 starring this base. So I will be fireballing on the bomb tower because won't expect me to go such deeper, but I go deeper. So I'm getting the CC and the monolith with the opponent's queen and the fire spitter and the expo, and I have created a great pathing at the 12 o'clock side, waiting for my warden to take down the ricochet cannon. Will be entering from the 12 o'clock compartment, and as it is a Investar base, I will be using the Queen's Giant Arrow to trigger it, giving the flank troops access to the Visitor compartment, delaying my king and the balloons to search for potential black mines and red bomb farms, giving the king access to the core because the king is the only hero which can demolish the whole core by itself. I don't know why my king is not dying in my today's attacks, but I didn't gave him protein, so how the hell he is not dying? My balloon got four seeking mines on its face and helping my healers to stay alive. My king is still not dying. I don't know why. Now the king is dying. I think his stamina is off. So I still have two rage spells, one freeze and one poison in my bag, and still RC not deployed. I will be using my one rage spell to keep my queen alive because I love her a lot. And the base is pretty much over. I will be using my RC at the back end to just to save time because I am a busy man. I do a lot of work. I admire people's bases by not swagging my RC a lot. So yeah, I am a good man. I just swag spells, so the base is over. So the next base is this again, a anti-fireball base, double ray star base. I will be taking one ray star with the giga bomb because I want to avoid it. So getting the fireball on the multi inferno tower. Shit, I missed the archer tower, but I had seen that I have missed the archer tower with my invis, but I still fireballed on the archer tower to create pathing. I didn't got the value, but I got the pathing. So I purposely dropped my fireball. Otherwise, I could have waited because I had seen that the archer tower is missed with my invis. But still, I had purposely dropped my fireball on to that building to create the pathing. Now, wall breaking into the town hall compartment. If I had get the restart, I would be going from the back end. But as I did not got the race star, so I will be going in from the front side because we can do from the front also. So now waiting for my army to get inside and go deeper. My army is stuck into the CC, giving jump spell for my king to go inside the core, and I would be able to use his ability right now. And I want the Phoenix to get alive and go for potential red bomb farms, but he is not finding any. So the base is pretty much over, but a lot of the flank is left because my queen went inside, and I will be waiting for my RC deployment, and I will be freezing the ricochet cannon. Maybe I think it won't take a chance for the freeze. I'll be using my RC on the top side ricochet cannon because my army won't reach there in time as I have 1 minute left only on the clock. I'll be deploying the earthquakes to help my RC with the shaking shield and the rocket spear. It helps a lot. I have one rage spell in the bag. I need to quick up with the time. The RC would die because of the enemy queen, but my RC will take the enemy queen also down because women can win against women, men cannot win against women. So jokes aside, the base is gone because My witch is immortal and she won't die because the healers keep her immortal. Because my healers are alive at the end of the attack, so the base is gone after a failed fireball. So now in this replay, I will be sharing my failed attack of the day. In this replay, I had fireballed on the air defense because it is begging to be fireballed with the CC and the scatter shot, a little warden walk at the beginning because I need to take down the mortar, then invis, and the fireball on the air defense, getting the whole compartment. Now I had two I had two choices. I could go from the top side also in the minion prince compartment and from the queen compartment. I had chosen to go from the queen compartment, and all the pathing is great. The queen's giant arrow clears some buildings to create the funnel because there is no sweeper pointing towards the entry. Jumping into the core, the balloons go outside, uh, which was unfortunate maybe, and my healers die into the red bomb farm found by the healers in the valley between the gap created between the core. But I would suggest everyone to go into the minion prince compartment from the next. If you find this base, go inside the minion prince compartment because the red bomb farm is located at the 6 o'clock side. If my balloons had went inside the core, the healers would stay alive and the base would be gone. But since my healers died and the balloons threw my attack, so always remember, make sure your balloons go inside the core. Delayed balloons go inside the core with the healers at their back. And so in this attack, the attack got finished because my troops died and my spells were useless. So this was for this video. If you are still watching, thank you so much for supporting and keep loving. So I will be meeting you guys in the next video. Till then, see ya and bye bye.